Orale raza! What's going on, guys? G Funky Boxing of HCP coming on here, man. Didn't plan on going live tonight. But after this card, man, I got to give it up, man. I've been pretty harsh on what I've said about PBC and some of the cards that they've made recently. But this one absolutely delivered, man. No doubt about it. Really good fight tonight. All the fights were good tonight. I want to talk about all of them, man, because this was just good stuff, man, from the PBC tonight. Crowd was a little annoying, not gonna lie. Um, we'll talk about that in a minute. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, man. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that. And look, man, I just want to say this. Talk about the first fight, man, because the first fight was the fight that I was most interested in tonight, and that was my hometown guy Xavier Martinez versus Burgos. Now, I scored that fight 7 rounds to 3 for Martinez. I felt like Burgos was hot in some areas. He did some good things in some areas, but I don't feel like he was winning enough rounds. And of course, the judges, they gave all of them, I think, gave him like 1 round to Burgos, but the fans, they seem to take it out on Martinez for some reason. And I don't know what the fuck that was all about. It's not like he was judging the fight. He was in there kicking ass. Look what he gets paid to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand these fans down there in Carson, man. This is the second time that they've done something like this. They did the same thing to Andy Ruiz when he beat Chris Arreola 2 weeks ago. They were mad because they felt like the scorecards are too wide or some shit. Like, who cares, bro? Like, did Arreola win? Did Burgos win? Like, are you guys trying to make a case for them winning or something? Like, I don't understand the booing, man. I don't get it. I felt like they were definitely biased towards Burgos from the beginning. If you go back and watch the introductions of both fighters, you could see that, they were cheering pretty loud for Burgos and not a whole lot of cheers. Actually, some boos for Martinez coming from the crowd at the introduction. What's going on, bro? Thanks for joining, man. What'd you think of the fights, man? I thought they were really good. But yeah, I felt like the crowd was heavily biased towards Burgos. That's what I felt. Anytime Martinez was doing good work, landing clean combinations, snapping this dude's head back, you barely get a response from the crowd, Run PMC, what's up, bro? This is ridiculous, bro. The guy was not even close to winning this fight, and they want to boo him, This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. Like, these fans, I don't know if they've been drinking too much or what, but like maybe they shouldn't be serving beer too early in these places. The GOAT, what's up, man? He says Fulton smokes Figueroa. If he wants real smoke, move up, fight Navarrete or Gary Russell Jr. Well, he's cleaning up his division, but we're talking about that in a little bit. Right now, I'm talking about the Martinez fight, the first fight of the card tonight. I felt like he clearly won that fight, man. And I felt like he was doing some good things. He was making Burgos miss by just inches, Sure, Burgos, like I said, he had some spots where he did good, and I gave him 3 rounds of the fight. But I don't understand this booing shit, man. Like why boo when the right guy won? At the end of the day, that should be all that matters. Like, so what if I felt he lost 7 rounds. The judges felt he lost 9. But at the end of the day, you can't make a case for this guy winning. Like, what's the point of booing? He lost at the end of the day. If none of you dudes in the crowd think he won the fight, why boo? Like, that's just stupid and disrespectful to the fighter, man. Like he's talking in the post-fight interview, and they're booing him like he had something to do with that. Like, it's fucking stupid, man. Fucking stupid. Let's see. I thought Figueroa was tough, but he looked easy to hit, which was a bit concerning. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah, I wish Fulton would fight Aleem In the interim, I thought Xavier clearly won. I didn't score, but clearly won. Absolutely. Man and Water says, fucking Nery. Dude, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that did this. Okay, we're talking about that again, but I just want to say this, man. They booed my boy Xavier Martinez for no reason at all. He clearly won the fight. Those fans down there in Carson should be ashamed of themselves. This is the second time they've done this, man. Second time in this month they've done this. You know, this is ridiculous, man. They don't know what the fuck they're looking at down there, apparently. But it's disrespectful and it's sad to do that to fighters, and they have nothing to do with that. Like, I mean, are we trying to insinuate that this guy had to fix in or something? Like, Xavier Martinez is still a prospect, you know? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, man. These dudes need to get their eyes checked down there in Carson. But let's move on to the next fight. Danny the baby-faced assassin Roman gets a nice win in another fight that I felt like Espinoza had some good spots, you know. They actually had the fight a little bit closer than I did. But again, the right guy won, so there's no need to boo. And I'm glad that they didn't boo Roman because I would have been pretty pissed off if they did that. But I feel like he clearly won. I thought he looked nice in there, man. I felt like Roman boxed well. That uppercut was working well for him all night. Espinoza's tough, man. You know, he's tough. He did his thing, hung in there, but, you know, clearly got beat up. I Buy Houses, what's up, man? Chicano Prophets here. He says, War of Roman. Yeah, man, he looked good tonight. I was really happy and really impressed with what he did. And you know, it's funny, if you go back and watch the interview that we did with Roman, he actually predicted Figueroa to win tonight, man. Predicted him to win. Now, I want to say this before I move on to the main event. Roman says that he's the mandatory in the WBC, I believe. Or not the WBC, but the mandatory for Fulton. Now, they're saying that apparently the winner of the main event, who was Figueroa, he's the mandatory. And, you know, we've seen Fulton get in the ring and say, you know, hey, I'm ready. You know, let's do this. Figueroa says the same. But there's an issue there, man, because he won. I guess he told us that he won the Eliminator back in September. And then, you know, he wins tonight. So there is something there, man. You know, I think Roman should throw his name in there. Say, look, man, I earned my spot here too, you know. You know, I don't know how they're going to fix that, but they're going to have to do something. That's for sure. Let's see here. I Buy Houses says, I think they were booing the widespread decision but who cares at the end of the day? Like like Burgos lost clearly, you know, like what's the point of booing wide scorecards? Like, he didn't win. He didn't even come close to winning. You know what I'm saying? Prime Fighting Champions. What's up, man? Run PMC, voluntary defenses, and then 2 mandatories like Porter had to. Maybe. I don't know. Darkness Has Fallen says Figueroa is no longer a mandatory after he won the WBC belt. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But I know Roman said he's supposed to get that shot, you know. So something's gonna happen there, man. I'm interested to see the WBC fucking shit up again, I guess. You know, which is what what they've been doing a lot lately. But you know, fuck it. But I thought Roman looked impressive tonight. Boxed well, landed a lot of good power shots. Took some good shots too. Like I said, Espinoza was very much in the fight in the first half, but Roman took over the second half, man, and it was damn good fight. All the fights tonight were good fights. I don't understand the booing again. These guys put their heart on the line, everything on the line. Like, just doesn't make sense to me. But on to the main event. Now, I thought that Nery was going to win this fight, and I was dead wrong about that. Dead wrong. The Ghost says Figueroa needs a real trainer, big and strong for the weight, not trained properly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Prime Fighting Champion says I picked Figueroa 9th. What round did Figueroa? I don't know. I don't think, was it the 9th? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe you hit it right on the nose, man. I can't remember which round it was, but man, he surprised me. You know, I thought Nery was going to be able to land pretty easy. Figueroa's defense is not the best. but he took those shots from Nery well. Like, I didn't see him bothered at all uh, by anything Nery hit him with tonight. Unless you guys did, maybe I don't know, maybe I didn't missed it or something. But I by House says yes, they were all very good fights. Yes, absolutely. 7th round, okay, yeah, damn good fight though. While it lasted, here's where I started to notice Nery was starting to trend towards getting tired and getting fatigued and getting worn down by the constant pressure of Figueroa. When he started to move around the ring a lot instead of standing in the middle, you know. And you want me to tell him D style, or you want to jump on? You can jump on with me if you want. I'll drop a link for you, man. But yeah, we got some big guests, man, for HCP this week, guys. You guys better be prepared for this show. But yeah, once I see Nery getting on the bike and moving away from the fight, I kind of figured there was something wrong there, you know? And he was getting hit with a lot of clean shots as the fight went on, more and more clean shots as the fight went on. And that body shot, ooh, man, hit him right in the right spot, you know, right underneath the chest, like right in the solar plexus, you know, maybe the sternum or something like that. But that was a perfectly placed body shot by Figueroa, who was letting the hands go nonstop, and a big win for him. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and tell him D-style. So, this Tuesday, guys, we got a couple of guests on for the show, the HCP podcast on D-Style Boxing. Again, if you're new to the channel, look, just go to this channel right here that I have on the screen right now. I know most of you guys that are here live are subscribed to D-Style already, but this is for anybody that comes across this that's new. Go to this channel, subscribe. This Tuesday coming up, we have Hannah Gabriel, women's champion. She'll be joining us this Tuesday, and let me get a drum roll from you guys. Drum roll, but we got El Bandera Roja himself, David Benavidez, this Tuesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on D-Style Boxing Channel for the Hispanics Causing Panic podcast this Tuesday. So make sure that you guys are there, man. David Benavidez will be there. Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm doing the same, Tony. But yeah, I bet some big money on Nery tonight. Came up short. Good thing that I've been hot lately, you know. I took a little hit, but it's all good. I'll survive, you know. But credit to Figueroa, man. He's tougher than I thought. I didn't know if he hit hard enough to hurt Nery like that, but I really think a lot of it had to do with Nery. Just, I think he killed himself to make weight, man. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's right. The red flag will be joining us Tuesday. I said this on Twitter yesterday after the weigh-in, after I saw Nery get off the scale. He's already as soon as he stepped out of the scale, he's already motioning to his guys and like, give me something to drink right away. Like, I feel like he killed himself to make weight. We've had La Flaca on with us, who's a professional fighter in the women's side of boxing. She was telling us about Nery going out, partying, not being prepared and stuff like that. So, you know, I guess she was right, man. We got to give her some credit next time she comes on the show. Fucking Nery, man. But you know what? Hey, you can't get them all right, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get them all right. That's for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Man of Water. Figueroa is tough, has heart, but that style will only get him so far. I mean, yeah, you know, I got to say, man, I think he's improved a little bit. I did see some improvements in there tonight. You know, did he get with some shots? Absolutely. But he's in there with a good fighter too, you know. But I did feel like there was some little kinks, little new things that I feel like he added to the game in there. Bandera Roja, David Benavidez. Not here on D Styles, but on channel, bro. So make sure that you're there for that one on D Style Boxing this Tuesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. No Paul is here. What's up, bro? He says, you don't think he was too small for the weight class? I don't know. I mean, it seems like he can't make 118 no more, so maybe he outgrown that. But, you know, he might have to reassess what he's doing, change his lifestyle so he can make 118 much easier. Short career, he looked easy to hit. That's what I was saying going into this fight. I was saying the same thing. Tony says, I'll say this: Figueroa showed what discipline does in a tough fight. That's a great point. Very great point. You could tell that kid was in tremendous shape. He stepped on the scale. He came in under the limit, and he looked good to me during the weigh-in. Like I said, I didn't think that Nery looked good at all. He looked very drained, very dehydrated. I mean, right away he's begging for water as soon as he stepped off the scale. Very reminiscent to Elacran Burchelt. As soon as he stepped off the scale, he was drinking, he was eating. You could tell he killed himself to make the weight. I feel like that's the same thing with Nery here. Let's see. Y'all pay attention to my picks if you want to make some money. Hey, I don't know who you picked in this fight tonight, man, but if you picked Figueroa, man, props to you. So he's tall for the weight class, but doesn't use his jab and could. Yeah, that's definitely something he could agree on. He gave up his height in this fight, but it worked out for him. He was able to put a lot of pressure. He was all over Nery like a cheap suit, the whole night. And that pressure, man, paid off. It wore Nery down, Peachgate has returned. I know he was eating them peaches, man. He was killing them, wasn't he? As soon as he stepped off the scale, man, fucking Elacran, man. And I honestly, I did not like the way he looked, and I feel like it did affect him, man, because he was doing good for the first, I want to say, 5 rounds or so, and when Figueroa wasn't going nowhere, and he kept applying that pressure, that's when I started to notice that he was avoiding that inside fight. He was on the back foot. Didn't want to get in there and mix it up anymore. And I feel like that was stupid too, because if you're getting tired, like, why would you move? It was just an all around fucked up night for Nery. He's going to have to really look in the mirror and, decide, hey man, look, maybe I should stop partying, stop drinking, and get my shit together. This way I can make 118 pounds, because I do feel like he's a better fighter at 118. He hasn't looked hot at 122, in my opinion. And we can't put any of this blame on Reynoso, because he left Reynoso for this fight. We all kind of said, D-Style and myself, we all kind of agreed that he didn't look the same. They were trying to turn him into a defensive fighter, and even he mentioned something like that. Hey, not the the Reynoso style is not for everybody. So he felt like, I guess it was better for him to move on and go back to his old style. But regardless of what style he fought, I don't feel like he made the weight comfortably tonight. I just don't. And I feel like that took a lot out of him. He only had 5 good rounds, and he was getting down, but he couldn't get Figueroa out of there. So, like I said, it got to him, man. Nery looked dehydrated. Yeah, he did to me, man, at the weigh-in. He really did. Nery looked like he didn't have any power. Yep. Hey, Mr. Sinister, what's up, man? He says, I'm finally able to catch. Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. My boy D-Styles says, Figueroa's sister made Nery thirsty. Well, she'll make anybody thirsty, that's for sure. Let's see, Reynosos can't teach defense to the little fighters who block shots with their faces. I mean, the style is not for everybody, Chicano. It's just not. Not everybody's gonna, adapt to that style well. Nery feels like he's better being the aggressor instead of trying to counterpunch and be defensive. And you know what? That's his decision, man. But I don't know, man. I want to ask you guys in the chat a question. Do you guys think that Nery can make 118 anymore? Like, it's tough, man, because he's missed weight a couple times already down there, and now he's looking bad trying to make 122 as well. I don't think going to 126 is even an option for him, to be honest with you. It's either stay disciplined and stay here at 122, or go try to make 118. But damn, dude, it's not looking good for Nery right now. That's for sure. The GOAT says Benavidez checked LDBC reporter at the fight for saying BS, you turned down a Charlo. Oh, who was it? I missed that one. But don't worry, we're gonna have him on Tuesday, man, and we're gonna, we're gonna conduct a real professional interview with this guy. All right, we're not gonna push narratives on him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're not gonna do here. Tony says, much respect. Thank you for all the great conversation and opinions on these fighters. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I hear you. And I know it's late, man. It's late here, too. But, man, I'm a little pumped up, man, after that good fight card we just had. But I thank you for being here, Tony. I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Man in Water says, physically, yes, his body could get down to that weight. The problem, yep. That's the problem. Yep. I'll check it out, bro. I'll check it out. Definitely want to see that. But we're not going to be doing no bullshit like that with him on Tuesday. We're going to have, like I said, a real interview, and we're not going to try to push bullshit on him. Man in Water says, even Broner could get down to 135 if he stuck to a long-term diet instead of weight draining a week before. Yep. So a lot of these guys do, man, unfortunately. Yeah, that's no narratives here, man. The only narrative we push is boxing, man. That's it. We let boxing dictate what we talk about. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a tough road for Nery to get back to 118, especially after seeing him look that bad. Now he looked a little bit weak to me in other fights. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the styles paid off. Like the guys he was fighting in those fights. They didn't put that kind of pressure like Figueroa did tonight. Figueroa put a lot of pressure on this dude tonight. It was all over him. Wasn't giving him any room to move, to breathe, nothing. And he was hitting Figueroa with some shit too, man. And he took him well. I didn't see him bothered by nothing. And man, I was thinking, fuck. I hope that this doesn't affect him down the stretch, because I did, like I said, did play some money down on Nery tonight and lost. But congratulations to Figueroa, man. It's a big win for him. And I posted on Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just get it for you guys, because this is a big win for him, man. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy he got the win. But I posted something on Twitter that I think would be good for him, and it would fit him really well. So let me pull it up for you guys. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that like button for me, All right, I'm going to just share my screen real quick with you guys. This way you can see what it is I put out there. But I think this will fit Figueroa well in the future. Check it out. Can you guys read that? Make it full. I said Figueroa's new nickname is the Heartbreak Kid after that performance with little Shawn Michaels there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good for him, man. HBK, the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania, Figueroa did his thing tonight, man. Credit to him. See, narratives are blasphemous on the. Yep. Let's see. Nery looks like he's ready to retire. He still looked hurt at the end of the fight. He's still holding his body. Figueroa puts pressure and switches back and forth. Yep, he does do that. Does it better than his brother, that's for sure. Brother out there looking weird a couple weeks ago on that Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola undercard. Yep. Oh yeah, big week, man. We got Undisputed coming up next Saturday. Chicano Prophet, Ramirez and Taylor gonna be, yeah, man. It's gonna be lit, man. I'm gonna just put the link in the chat, man. Fuck it. Maybe some other people might want to hop on. But there we go. plug in my headphones, man, so I can hear you when you jump on. Give me a second, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Got a couple of new comments here. It says, that's because his bro is a little older. Brandon's going to end up the same if every fight if he turns a war of attrition. Yeah. What's good, bro?
Yeah, bro. I am so disappointed in Nery, bro. Like it is
It is disappointing for
crazy.
sure.
It's not about losing because people are like, well, people lose. It's not. It's how he lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro. You know what it was? I was watching the fight and I was trying to convince myself that it's part of the plan to move around, but I think like around like round 5, I was like, yeah, this is not part of the plan. This motherfucker's tired. You know what I mean? And I think like when he was trying to stay away, like get distance, like Figueroa actually did good, like from distance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of, you know, and Nery's like, well, wow, he's doing better at distance. Obviously, he has longer arms, and then he went in, and it seemed to me, man, like Nery was just trying to muster up enough energy to try to land something big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was trying to land a big home run shot, and it wasn't gonna come. He was already too tired. And this kid, like, I don't even know though if like he knew Nery was tired. You know what I mean? Like I think he just programmed to just seek and destroy, and that's what he did. You know, and you know what, bro? And maybe we all did it, but I think the way he looks, like we underestimate how much of a killer that kid is in that ring. You know?
Very true. Very true. You know, he's got that pretty boy, young looking face, you know. Very
Yeah.
easy to underestimate him, but he was all over Nery's ass, like I said, like a cheap suit the whole fight. Mad Dog H,
Bro,
appreciate that, man.
oh my bad. But I was gonna say, like, if he was walking in Walmart, like, you'd probably ask him, like, where are your parents, bro? Like, you know what I mean? He looks like a kid, bro. So what are you doing here by yourself, kid? Like, well, what do you mean you're gonna buy that Budweiser? Put the shit down, you know? Like what the fuck? But he's young, man. He's young. I see a lot of people just assuming that Fulton could beat him. Look, bro, Fulton can beat him, but Fulton's not gonna beat him the way he beat Leo. He's not gonna be able to just slug it out with him like that. I don't think he could beat him like that. He's gonna have to like fight smarter. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to pick a winner yet in that fight. I think not just me, a lot of us have underestimated this kid.
Yes.
And maybe it is a subconscious bias because he doesn't look tough. You know what I mean? He just doesn't. But bro, like just picture Omar Figueroa, but just better, like a little faster, stronger. He is naturally bigger than his opponents, more so than his brother, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has better stamina than his brother, and he hits harder than his brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's just pound for pound.
he's just overall better than Omar, you know, in every way, I think. Let's Go Champ says Danny Roman will beat Brandon and Nery. Roman is underrated. I do agree that he's underrated, but I mean, I think Figueroa is underrated too now. You know, I mean, we gotta you know, really pay attention to this kid. He raised a lot of eyebrows tonight. He also goes on to say that's what happens when you're undisciplined and drink. Yeah, to me, Nery just did not look good yesterday on the scale at all. To me, right away jumped off and was asking for water. He motioned for water immediately, or whatever it was that he was drinking, Gatorade, whatever. And then I seen Figueroa step on. He's got a big giant smile on his face. He looks great. I was thinking, man, I mean, I didn't change my pick, you know, obviously, but you know, credit to Figueroa, man. He came in tremendous condition and said, I'm it's either me or this guy. It's gonna be a hell of a war, and that's what it was. And Nery just ran out of gas right after 5 rounds. I mean, when he got on the bike, that's when I was like, man, this is not looking good for
Bro,
Nery at
this
all.
was the like this is the worst type of fighter, the stylistically to like not be in good condition for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no like, okay, round one it's gonna fill you out, and then slowly it's gonna pick up. Like no, like, it's like from round one, like the engine's going. You know?
Yep.
And I gotta be honest, like I don't know if Nery beats him, even if he is 100%. You know? So,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't want to take away. Like it's important for us to not take away from Brandon. It's not his fault. If in fact Nery just didn't take the series, what it's not his fault.
Yep.
And like he couldn't go to the eighth round like this. But who's to say if he was 100% right that he would finish 12? We don't know that.
No.
Because he looked uncomfortable with the volume. He really did.
Yeah. He forced him to fight more than he wanted to early in the fight. And when he ran out of gas, he's like, I'm not trying to do this anymore. This guy throws too much. He's all over me. Man in Water says, I was thinking, hey, he made weight, and that's all that matters. I was thinking the same thing too, but in the back of my mind was he just didn't look good enough to me. And I even put it, like I said, even put a tweet out saying that yesterday. But it wasn't enough for me to change my pick. I was wrong, lost some Fedia tonight, but it's all good, baby. I'll be back. I'll be back in the winner's circle.
I just not like I gotta be honest with you, Funky. Like even though I saw the weigh in too, right? But I said, you know what, Nery's still good enough to beat him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I
Yeah,
said to myself. I'm like, but he's like the gap. I felt like the gap in talent was big enough, and I was obviously wrong. You know, which makes me now question. Like, we have to question. Like, I don't know if Nery beats him if he's 100%. I just don't
yeah.
know.
And I don't know where Nettie goes at this point. The one thing I know for sure, if he's going to continue to box as a professional, that lifestyle is going to have to change, man, dramatically. Um, he could still make 118 if he decides to change some things outside of the ring. But what do you think, man? Do you think he can make 118, or should he just stick to 122?
Look, bro, he's missed weight too many times. He's gonna have to stick at 122, but he needs to make the weight comfortably.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's just if he could, dude. If he was asking for water for 122, there's no way he can fight at 118. There's no way. But he has to live a fighter's lifestyle. And look, I don't know the story behind Nery and Reynoso. I don't.
yeah,
My, but I do wonder if Nery was like, I just don't want to be in a gym every day and do this shit. That could be it. You know what I mean? I
could
think
be.
Nery thought I could, just give me, hey baby, just give me 6 weeks and I'll get ready. And but apparently not. You know what I mean? Like I
Yep.
think he needs to go from in shape to boxing shape, not out of shape, not start out of shape then boxing shape. You know what I mean? But like, because he could be going like out of shape, in shape, losing water weight to make the scale right. But then he's just in shape. He's not in boxing shape. You know?
Right. There's a
And,
difference.
and yeah, there's a difference. And I think like yeah, he's in shape, so he can go a good 4 rounds. But then you need more than that in boxing. Plus you're fighting a style that you need to be conditioned. You know what I mean? You just have to.
Yeah.
Like even if you're 100%, this dude can tire you out. So like I just thought it was a horrible move by Nery. I think he believed in his power a little too much, is what I think.
Maybe he figured I could hit this guy enough and get him out of there, and I don't have to worry about being in tip top shape. Let's go, champ here, man. A little harsh here on Nettie, but he says Nettie is overrated with little to no defense. It's crazy that people say that he would beat Inoue. Inoue will destroy him. I was one of those. I'm one of those guys. I felt like he would beat him. I question
Well,
it
let me
now
first say,
unless he
bro.
changes some things.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Like, if are we confident? Like. So if Inoue moved up to 122, these guys are confident he would beat Figueroa. Like the size wouldn't be a factor then.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'll be honest with you. After seeing the way he looked, looking like a 4 or 5 round fighter, not coming in good shape. Like I would definitely favor Inoue right now, but
Of
I think
course,
a
yeah.
well disciplined Nettie can still win that fight. I really do. Rod Rodriguez here says Nery is on his way to the hospital. The girl from Fino Boxing just tweeted it. Wow, that body shot fucked him up.
Dude, right? He looked crudo, like laying on the fucking sofa, bro. He looked hungover, like
Yep,
you
he
know what I
sat
mean?
down right there and just grabbed his body wherever he got punched. Like he was hurting from that shot.
Yeah, I think he was overwhelmed. I think he definitely felt that shot is right under the chest. You know what I mean? And you could tell he felt it because his expression showed it, and he tried to throw like another haymaker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just went
Mm.
down, like you know.
Dude, I've been there before, man. When I was training with some of my friends back when I was a teenager, man, they hit you with a good body shot. It's like, oh, motherfucker, like, oh, that shit hurts so bad. And it doesn't go away, Mr. Popo says he's only 26, but it's up to him if he wants to change. Absolutely. Run PMC says Rigo beats all them fools. Ward Rigo. Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go, champ. I'm confident as fuck in knew he would beat him at 122. Hey, that's fine, bro. That's your opinion, Mini Max is here. What's up, Mini Max? Says people with Western time are so lucky. I know it's late over there for you, man, for sure, man. Let's see, it
Yo,
came
but
out Spanish interview drunk, so I wouldn't doubt it. Oh boy. Go
hey,
ahead, bro.
Roman looked good, bro. Roman looked on point. Like,
Absolutely.
he weathered that early like 4 round onslaught. You know what I mean? And he still did good though. Like he invested in the body early. You know what I mean? He picked the spots. He stayed patient. Then he just started to pick apart Espinosa. Just pick him apart. It was like a razor, bro. Like that uppercut was on point. He had that beautiful like kind of uppercut and then followed up by a hook thing going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just on point. Like I was kind of surprised. Like Espinosa lasted. I thought he was going to get stopped late. You know, but
Yeah, he was
hey,
getting
man, let me
pieced
tell
up.
you something. Roman against Figueroa is like a fight of the year candidate, bro.
Yeah, good fight. Good fight. Good
They're
fight.
both going to complement each other very well. Like it's going to be tough for the both of them, but it's going to be great for us.
Yeah, a lot of people on here coming in saying that Roman beats both Nery and Figueroa. Those are all good fights. Those are all explosive, very good fights. I would love to see all of them. Inu is one of my favorites, but his next fight sucks balls. I don't even know who he's fighting next, to be honest with you. Run PMC says Aleem needs to fight, needs to get in the mix. Maybe next fight against Roman. Another good fight. Casemiro versus Rigo is going to be good in August. Yep, I'm going with my boy El Chacal. I'm going with the OG in that one, man. Going to be a good fight, though. But, man, what'd you think about these guys booing my boy Martinez, man? What's up with that, bro? Did you see that?
You know what? I don't even know why they were booing.
It's ridiculous.
They had a great fight. First of all, it was a great fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I felt like Martinez even like he didn't have to slug it out, and he did. You know, to entertain the fans a little more. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know why they were booing him. To be honest, I was kind of astonished that they were booing him. I'm like, why are they booing this guy? I didn't get it. Is that
Yeah.
where Burrios is from or what?
No, he's from fucking Tijuana,
No, like, I don't get it then. You know,
Yeah.
like what?
And like I was thinking to myself, like, okay, like if you don't like the fact that the judges gave him, just one round, I mean, that's fine. Like I'm not gonna be mad at you, but boo the judges. Like I understand they're reading the scorecards, they boo, okay, because that's the judges' scorecards. But then when he's doing his post-fight interview, they're continuing to boo him. And I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous, man. Like, come on. Like,
He won the fight. Like, he
he
won the
could,
fight. Like,
yeah, he clearly won the fight. Mike already won 7 rounds. I mean, there's nobody can make a case for fucking Burgos winning that fight. Like, so why even boo? Like, that's just stupid, you know?
that's bizarre.
Matt,
You know what
yeah,
though? Like at that time, there wasn't a lot of people in the crowd, so it could have just been a group of Burgos fans, I guess. You know.
yeah. I mean, they sure did cheer for him when they did the introductions. Burgos, that is. This
I
is
didn't know
Luis.
he had a following like that. You know.
I know it's a little bit crazy. Luis Nery and Freddie Roach, and they split. Same with Reynoso, both great trainers. Well, I mean, maybe he just didn't like the style. Let the bell ring. Boxes says salute. Hey, what's up, man? I don't think I've seen you here before, man. But thanks for stopping by. if you're new, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to D Style Boxing as well. Let's see, Rod
I think
Rodriguez. I think
Reynoso would have had him more prepared. I think.
probably. I think because of the wide scorecard. I mean, yeah, that's why. But then, but why boo him though? Like, he didn't have control of that. He had nothing to do with that. He won the fight. And it was a good fight. I mean, I heard a lot of cheering during the fight. I mean, not to mention I heard a lot of cheering more for Burgos than anybody, which again was weird to me. But I have my theories on that.
Great fight today.
Man, this was a good. I mean, as much shit as I give the PBC for some of the cards they put out, this one was right on the money, man. Very good fights, man. Tonight, got to give credit where credit is due. Before I wrap this thing up, man, I want to get your thoughts, and I want to ask you guys in the chat as well. What do you think about them promoting that Tank versus Barrios fight? Tank chasing greatness as he goes up against Mario Barrios.
Look,
What do you
man,
think of that one, man?
Like, goddamn, are they trying too hard? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it's not like the WBA regular just isn't a real title, bro.
It's
like,
not.
If we just keep it real, it's not. You know what I mean? There should only be one champion, and we all know this. And whatever the higher tier championship is the one I consider. You know what I mean? So, but like to say he's chasing greatness, come on, dude. You know, like, come on,
Here's the thing.
We're gonna have an undisputed champion in that division next Saturday.
Yep.
Barrios is not a champion.
Nope. All roads lead through Barrios, says Run PMC. Yep. That was what Mayweather said. That regular is the real belt, But I want to say this, man. All these guys that dick ride Tank Davis, these Tank Davis fanboys, all right? And again, I'm fine if you're a fan of his, but if you're a fanboy, that's something different. These are the same guys that will say shit like this, bro. Well, Canelo Alvarez is protected. He doesn't fight the guys we want to see him fight. Like, well, what the fuck is your guy doing? Who the fuck was calling for Tank to fight Mario Barrios? Huh? Nobody. Nobody was asking him to fight Santa Cruz either, even though that was a good fight. But nobody was asking for that. We want to see him against all the better guys at 130. Like Colbert, Valdez, Stevenson, Herring, 135. There's a ton of smoke there for him, and nobody wants to see him fight Barrios. Like, these guys are so full of shit, man. It's crazy, man.
It's not chasing greatness at all, bro. I mean, I understand they have to promote it and all that, but come on, you know what I mean? Fight somebody, bro. Just fight somebody already. Like, it's getting old, bro. And not only that, like, they're charging people for this shit, bro. They're charging people $70 to watch Tank fight. Like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I'm one of those guys that buys all the pay-per-views. I'll admit it. Honestly, I don't know if I'll buy this one. This is just too fucking calculated for me. And again, nobody wants to see him fight Barrios. Nobody does.
Hey, but it is Mario Barrios, bro. You know what I mean? Look, and I'm just gonna say this right now because if Mario Barrios pulls off the upset, okay, I already know they're gonna say like, "Oh, well, you guys said it was trash, so you don't get to celebrate." No. If you cherry pick, yes, we do get to celebrate if we lose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is a fucking cherry pick, and everybody knows it.
Flat out.
Cherry pop in the face. Too bad. You know what I mean?
And I'm telling you right now, I'm going for Barrios because I always pick the cherries. When I feel like there's a blatant cherry pick, I'm going for the cherry. And like Rod Rodriguez here says, I hope Barrios derails the plan. I can't stand Ellerby. Ellerby is annoying as shit, bro. Annoying as shit. Boxing Historia, what's up, man? He said I didn't get to see it. Good fights tonight on the PBC, man. Check them out if you get the chance. The GOAT says, fuck Ellerby. Robert already linked his bitch ass, had him shitting hit a huge turd down his leg. He ain't shit. Devin Haney fights in 2 weeks, bro. His big step up against Jorge El Niño de Oro Linares. That's the
I
step
mean,
up,
look,
right?
I mean, I like the fight. It is a step up, but this is the type of fight a guy should be taking like before he gets the title. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, but it is definitely Haney's best opponent yet, for sure.
by far, a guy, and just let's just picture that. A guy who's been all his losses, 5 losses, all by knockout, is his best opponent to this date. He's a world champion with over 25 fights. Like they're moving this guy like a slug, like a snail. Like super
And
slow.
remember, just remember this, man. Uh, Pablo Cano knocked him out in the first round, bro.
Yes, he did.
You know what I mean? And you know who beat Pablo Cano now. You know what I mean? Eddie Morales.
The boxing historian says Linares could beat him. I mean, he's got the skills. I just don't know if it's. I feel like it's at the right time for them to fight him. Like if they fought him maybe a couple years ago, maybe the Linares that fought Loma would have a really good chance at upsetting him. But I feel like this is a very calculated pick as well. Um,
He moved up the weight for a reason, bro. Why would he be moving up to 140? Then he got knocked out. Is the only reason he's moving back down, right?
mhm.
So I mean, you gotta factor all that in. But I'll say this: I'm satisfied with that fight. You know, I am. It's good enough for now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and we'll see where he goes from here. Obviously, you know what I mean. But it's gonna be funny as fuck if he loses. I know that.
Oh yeah, Mad Dog 8 says wasn't expecting for Tank to fight at 140. I'm okay with this fight because I always said Tank fights small guys. At least he's fighting someone big. I mean, yeah, he's fighting someone bigger than him, but I just don't think he's good enough. I just don't think he has the skills to beat Tank. I feel like it's going to be a pretty one-sided fight, in my opinion, and it's calculated. You know what I'm saying? It's a calculated move, in my opinion. And for all these guys, and Mayweather himself saying, well, Canelo, yeah, like he's selling a lot of tickets right now, and that's good for him. But I feel like Tank Davis is the face of boxing. And all these guys are saying that they're disappointed in who Canelo's fighting while he's the face of boxing. Well, if you believe Tank Davis is the face of boxing, like who the fuck is he fighting right now? He's fighting a bunch of guys that nobody's asking for.
Canelo's collecting the belts. He's collecting them all. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what he's doing. When is Tank going to collect belts, bro?
Mm-hmm.
When is he going to unify belts? When is Tank going to do that? Like, how long do we need to wait?
Right. Oh, little shot here at D Style. Run PMC says, you know who beat Morales? Barrera.
I mean, he quote unquote beat him, but
G Money 915 says, D Style, what do you think of undefeated Alan Solis from Juarez? He looks really good. I haven't seen him. Did he fight tonight? Or
I'll be honest, bro. I have to look him up. I'll look him up, though. I'll look him up. Hit me up, bro. Gmail, dstopboxing at Gmail, and I actually want to start bringing some 915 guys, Juarez guys to the podcast, and maybe we'll get some Sacramento guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to try to reach out to Xavier Martinez after his big win tonight. See if we can get him on. Boxing Dialogue, what's up, bro? He says Linares looked good in his last fight. Yeah, I mean, he didn't really fight anybody, but he did look sharp, but he's due. He always looks good, and then the next fight he looks like shit,
Well, he always looks good up until the point that he either runs out of gas or gets stopped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
The GOAT says Haney is training with Ben Davison. Bill is desperate. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Hey, you know what? Here's a funny thing with him going and picking Ben Davison. Isn't that the guy that helped Fury cheat in the first fight?
they helped him with a floppy glove. That's why. Why do you think? Well, why do you think we have that footage of Haney with a floppy glove?
Right. So I guess I don't know, man. The LDBC might have to drop Haney now. He's done aligned himself with not only a cheater, but someone who's also connected to MTK Global, the mob. He's connected with the mob, bro. You know what I'm saying?
MTK Global, think about it. You know what I mean?
This is what happens when it's what happens when you push narratives, man. This is what happens.
We got the footage of the floppy glove, by the way. We have the footage of the floppy glove.
And we sure do. We sure do. But yeah, man, I just want to jump on real quick and give my thoughts about that. I was impressed with the fight card tonight. I mean, I knew that these fights are going to be good, but they turned out even better than I thought. in my honest opinion. The main event did not go the way that I thought. Like I said, I lost some fucking feria tonight, but it's all good, man. I'll come back strong, man, on my next bet, and
Fuck it, man.
get myself a nice white envelope, a fat white envelope for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about Flacca being like, Eric, Nery's always in the club, Eric. He's not, he's drinking till 3 in the morning, and then he's at 9 a.m., he's deleting the post on Instagram. Like okay.
She told us, man. She's trying to warn us. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to give her due next time she's on the round
He's
table with
always in
us.
the club. He's always in the club. Like okay.
But
God
guys, yeah,
damn.
we're gonna wrap this one up, man. It's getting late for me, and I'm tired, man. I had a long day, had a long week. But I want to say this again. Don't forget this Tuesday, HCP on D Style Boxing, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Hannah Gabriel and El Bandera Roja, David Benavides will be joining us Tuesday, man. Gonna be a hell of a show. You see how D Style, you see his avatar, the fire in the back? We're gonna be on fire Tuesday, bro. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys are there for that one, man. But anything you want to say before I wrap it up, D Style, or are we good to go?
We're good to go, man. We're not gonna give it all away tonight. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right. Let the bell ring. Boxing. If you're not subscribed to D Style, make sure you subscribe to him. D Style Boxing here on YouTube, man. And speaking of D Style Boxing, I'm gonna say for him and for all you guys that joined me in the chat, thank you so much. This is G Funky Boxing of HCP, and I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you Tuesday for the big show. Make sure that you're there. All right, we're out of here.